Hey guys, how you guys doing today? Welcome to the first video on this channel, WLS Enterprises. As always, I'm your host, Willie, aka The Shank, aka Shawshank Redemption Fan 2023. It's my first video on this channel. It was originally WLS Entertainment, but WS Entertainment is still around, but it's just, there's only one video on that account, so this is the replacement. That counts. I'm only gonna keep for that one video, so. But, this is a movie review. It's going to be on a film that I mentioned yesterday, the video that I made last night on the Other Willie Nation account, because I just acquired an out-of-print DVD, which is actually right there. That's the menu screen for it right there. And that film is 100 Tears. Now, this film, it's a film from 2007. It was, on rare occasions, this is one of the few horror films to receive the NC-17 rating, which there's no explicit sexual content, there's no graphic nudity, there's no graphic sex in the film. There's no nudity in the film at all. It's just for gore, let alone, extreme horror violence. Just very rare. The original Evil Dead was rated NC-17, and then, I think it got an X rating back in the day, and then now this and Evil Dead are now unrated. This film still has its NC-17 though, but the two distributors that released these two cuts of the film, the distributor that released these two cuts of the film, both distributors, and they decided to release it unrated, and they got more attention on the YouTube and things like that. My buddy RuneP37 or Blood Guy Reviews did a review for the film. Bloodbath and Beyond did a review for this film. These are the two releases that are out now for 100 Tears. This one's in print. This is the extended director's cut released by Unearthed Films. This version is longer than the original cut, which I'll get to. This one runs at 97 minutes. I like that cover too. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It does have a reversible cover, which is right there. So, yeah, I prefer this cover art though. And then this version, this is from Half Thumb Pictures. This is the 92-minute cut. This is the version that now this release, there are some shots from the cut, there are a few sequences, a few shots that have been removed from this, and some of the scenes are longer, and some of the scenes are shorter. Some are shorter than others, some of them are pretty long, and there's new footage added to it. And it's the same ending, okay? Anyways, so, sorry guys, my dog barking. Now, about the film itself. Now, it's not a film that I particularly love, no, but it's definitely a fun film, if I could say that. I'd rather watch Terrifier more than this, but, this came out before Terrifier. Terrifier is a really gory killer clown film, and this is one. You're just watching this movie to see people get killed, really. There's really not much substance to it. You don't get much backstory on Gertie the clown. It's, from what it is, it was fun. It's not great. So basically, our killer clown, his name is Gertie. He was accused of crimes that he did not commit, and therefore he goes on a revenge spree, and he uses this meat cleaver, which is, you can see on the menu and on the 2 DVD releases that are out for the film. There is a German Blu-ray that's region free, so yeah. Unearthed Films is releasing a Blu-ray release soon for 100 Tears. If you go to their website, the future releases section, they actually are news of a Blu-ray coming out for this film. There is a German Blu-ray though, so. But there is, like I said, this you don't get much backstory on him. You don't. Unlike, I mean, I'm not big on killer clown movies. They're just not my thing. Stephen King's It I do love. Not the new It movie or It Chapter 2. I hate those movies. Killer Clowns from Outer Space I love. Terrifier I love. The second one I really enjoy too. I mean, not as good as the first film, but I still love the second one. Even for its insane gore. I mean, Terrifier 2 is crazy. I mean, it ups the ante when it comes to gore. I mean, it's a bloody film. If I've ever seen one. I don't own it though. So, Clown House, it's okay, but I mean, the movie makes me sickened because the fact that the main actor was a minor, and that kid was molested by Victor Salva, the director of Clown House and Jeepers Creepers. I mean, you know the backstory behind the film. I mentioned it in my review for Clown House. Like I said, he basically just goes on a revenge spree and just takes out everybody, and there's these 2 leads. They are like reporters, I think that's what they are, and okay. His name is he goes by the Teardrop Killer, okay? Like, I think every murder at every crime scene that he commits, I mean, he draws like a teardrop in blood on the walls of some certain crime scene. And okay, I'm just gonna get to the deaths. Okay, the death scenes. I mean, there is just blood splattered everywhere. I mean, that's just all there is. It's very gory. The shirt just came in today. Ninja Turtle shirt. I like the 90s cartoons, okay? The 90s cartoons. The 90s Ninja Turtle cartoons and the 3 movies, even though 3 sucks. It's better than the Michael Bay Nickelodeon films. I hate Nickelodeon. They weren't good since the early 2000s. No, this is not. This is not a rant on Nickelodeon. This is a review for 100 Tears. And there are kid films from the 90s I do like. That's when what company released the Ninja Turtle trilogy. I mean, that's before Nickelodeon had the rights to the characters and all of that. Hashtag Nickelodeon. Anyways, there's one of the first death scenes is there's a guy, he's cornered by a Gertie, slashes his face in multiple places, like 3 places, and his face sort of falls apart, you know. The effects are good, but there are a few where it's so poorly lit, okay? The lighting's pretty bad that, you know, it ruins the effect. Oh, honestly. But, for what it is, I mean, the effects are pretty decent. I mean, Marcus Koch does good with his special effects. There's another death scene where there's this girl, she's cornered in this one room by him and slashes her stomach, and blood splashes the walls, the floor, and her intestines fall out. It's just crazy. There is another death scene too, where what was another one? This girl gets her head stomped. I mean, these deaths just randomly happen. I mean, this movie cares when it comes to death scenes. I mean, this movie's gory, as gory as it can be. Right? I've seen gorier films than 100 Tears. I mean, I've seen. If you want to watch a gore movie that's not a slasher, no. If you want to see a good gore film, watch Peter Jackson's Dead Alive. Now, like I said, the film, the substance, you don't get much backstory on Birdie. You really don't. I don't remember much. Much from it, but, there is... I think that's pretty much all I can think of when it comes to 100 Years. Do I recommend the film? It's slightly below it's above average for me. I mean, it's not. It's below average. Well, it's above average. It's not. Not a great film though, but I saw Fear Clowns recently, and it wasn't the greatest. I mean, this is better than Fear Clowns. Now, this is definitely better than what's one Killer Clown film that I also saw. I don't own it though, but I saw the film maybe one time. It was called Mr. Jingles, one of the worst movies I have ever seen in my life. You know, just stay away from that film avoid that film like a plague. Again, you're just watching this film to see people killed. I mean, that's literally all there is to it. And it's just crazy. Just a crazy film. Anyways, I didn't mention a whole lot of it though, but I'm picky. So, yeah, I will say, I mentioned this earlier, the differences between, the current release that we have currently right now from Unearthed, and then the original DVD that's been insanely hard to find. Now, this one runs 5 minutes longer than this. Now, there were some of the scenes are shorter in this cut. Some dialogue's changed. Now it's the same ending that's in this cut right here. I mean, the same ending. They both have the same endings, okay? But now you see, there was new footage added to this this cut right here. So yeah, I mean it's. Now, as far as the rating goes for 100 Tears, this would get like a 7.5 out of 10. Well, 6.5 out of 10. There you go. I mean, it's, like I said, it's middle ground. Not perfect, but it's all right. I guess you can say. Yeah, I mean, that would be my assumption. Now, you guys are wondering, why do you have 2 copies? Is it because you love the film? No, it's just... I mean, I like the film and I don't love it. I don't love it as much as other people do. There's a lot of people that love the film, saying how gory it is, and it's pretty gory. But you think about it, it's... I mean, there's not nearly as much gore in this as other slasher films of this type. I mean, they're just so gory and crazy. I mean, Terrifier's gorier than this. Well, Terrifier 2, I don't know. I'm going to have to think about it. I have to see if Terrifier 2 or this is gorier. I don't know which one. I mean, they're both really gory. I mean, Terrifier 2 is just... I mean, it knows... At least it had a plot. I mean... This one, you don't get much backstory on The clown, and I mean, I don't know what it is. Again, there are clown films I enjoy. There are some that suck. So, anyways, guys, that is 100 Tears from 2007, directed by Marcus Koch. This is insanely hard to find. I mean, I got this for like $19, and I got this for like 19 buckaroos, and I couldn't believe it. Just couldn't believe it. This cut's okay. It's not great though, but it's alright. I prefer the extended cut though. I mean, they're both at the same time. I mean, I didn't love it as much. I didn't think it was as good as I remembered, but I mean, it's still okay. I mean, I did do a review for this film in the past. I don't remember. It was on my old Willie Nation account. Of course, that was my very first account. That's long gone. When I was living in my old trailer, my second trailer. Okay. Anyways, guys, that is it for 100 Tears. I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to comment, like, share, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos coming up. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out. Bye.